In the speedrun community, not every category is about beating the game the fastest. Sometimes, speedrunners just want to have fun. Because of this, as a joke, there are many categories called meme speedruns created by the community. But sometimes, these categories turns into the most infamous ones for the entire game. Take a look at Super Mario Odyssey's nipple percent, or Breath of the Wild's
butter dog, the dog with the butter dog, got the butter on him
percent. For Pokemon, there are some pretty weird meme speedruns, so I attempted 3 different runs in 3 Switch Pokemon games. Here's how it went. We start off with a rather weird category on the Sword and Shield category extensions board, Flex-On speedruns. In these games, there's a revolutionary game mechanic that completely changes how we play the game. That's right, the JoJo pose. The objective of the run is to fulfill our narcissistic needs by wasting our mother's hard-earned cash on something expensive and showing it off to the people of Galar. So, what piece of useless item with an incredibly high price tag are we actually buying? That's right, NFT, I mean this sick Arcanine t-shirt. But before we can buy the t-shirt, we have to watch an unskippable 5-minute cutscene at the start of the game. If only we had a skip movie option. We do need a starter though, so we choose Sobble. After beating up Hop and almost dying in the forests, our mom finally gives us our allowance, so let's go shopping. We head to the Vedhurst boutique and buy the famed Arcanine t-shirt with every last cent that we have. With drip acquired, it's time to flex on some nerds. First on the list is Charizard, since the flex pose is literally his pose. Then we go back home to disappoint our mom for her life decisions, and take that a step further by doing the pose in front of Leon's mother and his mother's mother. Shameless. Oh, don't forget Leon's mother's father as well, because we need to spread the love around the family or something, I don't know. After leaving them devastated with my swag, we catch a Wooloo for EXP and go back to town to meet Best Girl. Thankfully, we don't have to flex on her as she isn't a mom yet. Oh, I just realized I haven't told you who exactly we need to flex on yet. According to every speedrun category available, we need to flex on Charizard, 4 moms, 2 dads, the brothers, and the entire cast of Freezington. Anyways, going back into the run, our real target is Sonia's grandma, Professor Magnolia, since she's the final mom that we're looking for. We go through Route 2 with Sobble and do the deed in front of his husband before he gets the same treatment as well, ticking off 4 moms and 2 dads from our list. We go outside and see a pair of oblivious brothers, so let's give them a taste of their own medicine. Oh, and we also beat up Hop again. All that's left is the Crown Tundra people, and getting there is quite a chore. We need to go to the wild area first, and then feign ourselves in order to get back to the train station. Then, before we even get access to Crown Tundra, the Slowpoke cutscene plays first, so we have to catch it with a Pokeball. It pops out the first time, however, so we do get a little time loss. Once we can finally get to Crown Tundra though, we see Peony and get challenged to a battle that was, well, quite one-sided. He runs off after the battle, thankfully, so we can just run to Freezington and flex on the final few residents there. Spiel Lady, Cosmog and Cosmog Lady, Farmer, 2 women, and Farmer to finish off the run. Overall, everything about the speedrun, other than the concept, is quite straightforward and really only tests your movement skills and menu sync skills more than anything. 42:49 is a pretty underwhelming time, but we'll move on. We still have 2 more runs to go. The next run is done on Let's Go Eevee, and I'll be honest, I haven't touched this game for 2 years, let alone speedrun it. The category is called Ditch Bill Percent, so we need to get to his workshop as fast as possible. In this run, the main premise is the same as a typical any percent run. We talk to Professor Oak and catch Eevee, or well, attempt to catch Eevee, and get the Pokedex and Oak's parcel. We then battle a rival, 1. Luckily, Eevee has enough attack IVs so we can 3-hit the Pikachu and don't need to reset. We then go through Viridian Forest as fast as possible, picking up a lure on the way though. The lure helps us encounter a Bellsprout easier on the next route, because we need it in order to enter the first gym to fight Brock. This time, however, there's actually an innovative mechanic introduced to this game that completely changes how we play the game. 2-player battles. We could send out 2 Pokemon at the same time for each battle, so both Eevee and Bellsprout are on the field whipping at Brock's rock types. With the first gym collected, we teach Eevee Headbutt and move on to Mount Moo, where thankfully I didn't get overwhelmed by the Zubat. We then obviously pick up the superior fossil and proceed to beat up Team Rocket. We enter this battle in 2-player mode again, and use Bellsprout's turn to give Eevee X attacks to headbutt Coughing and Ekans. Fun fact, did you know that Ekans is snake backwards, and Coughing is Gnifok? After Team Rocket blasts us off, we finally arrive in Cerulean. You see, a lot of people say Let's Go is easy, but it's not like they give you an option for every type coverage by the second gym or anything. As we try to approach the Nugget Bridge though, one is back for a fight, and he's kinda dangerous this time because his team has 2 main RNG components, Sand Attack and Double Team. We use an X attack and heal up, and hope to hit 2 headbutts and a Sizzly Slide with reduced accuracy. The Nugget Bridge, however, is just 5 easy fights thanks to our new coverage moves, as long as Eevee outspeeds everything, that is. The grunt at the end tries to invite us into Team Rocket, but we're kinda speedrunning here. Maybe next time, buddy. Finally, we need to walk past the trainers on Route 25, but I got kinda confused by the guide. Apparently, you can dodge these 2 campers using a camera, but I had no idea I would be out of their eyesight. At the end of the route was Bill's lab, and, well, apparently he turned into a Nidorino, so of course, well, see for yourself. So, as you can see here, Bill needs to transform back into a human. Screw him. Yeah, that's time, just like that. So, honestly, this run is entertaining enough just because of the ending, but there are also some pretty cool strategies utilizing the 2-player mode. I think it's a pretty decent run for people who are impatient enough to spend 3 hours on any percent. For the final run, we have the speedrun showcasing the epitome of BDSP game design, Crash Percent. I wasn't really able to do this on stream, so here's an accurate interpretation of my face cam instead. This speedrun was so hard that I managed to actually cramp my arm multiple times during attempts. The entire run, however, is just spamming the A button as fast as possible, in classic 1.7 Minecraft PvP fashion. If you spam fast enough and get good RNG, this should happen. Great game design, guys.